What up, though? This Prophet Mocmoud, representing all the cast-offs worldwide. You don't know what a cast-off is. A cast-off is being who you are, even when it's unpopular. And I'm your host of episode 1, the very first episode of my new show, OneUs Television. And every episode, I'm going to start it off with the quote or the statement of today. And today, I'm going to keep it real simple. With the simple statement is self-accountability. That is taking total self-accountability for the position we in life. And as a man, I think we should be total self-accountable. The moment we blame her, him, her, he, or they, we take ourselves off the hook and we can't make corrections in our own life because it's everybody else's fault. And I believe that's what majority of people do, blame everyone else. And the moment we blame somebody else, we take ourselves off the hook. We might as well call that person our God because I can't do this because they won't let me or they put me here. And when we look at it like that, man, we become a weak weasel victim. And we cannot correct or make changes in our own life. And I always get this analogy about Michael Jordan. A lot of y'all know Michael Jordan for his tennis shoes, but Michael Jordan probably was the greatest basketball player ever. But like in 88, 89, and 90, he couldn't get past my favorite team, the Detroit Bad Boy Pistons. Man, they used to beat this man up, man. Grab him out the air, slam him, referees not calling nothing. He didn't have too much help. And so they was beating the Bulls every single time. Michael Jordan went home with a loss. But guess what he did, man? The man went to the weight room and got stronger so they blows wouldn't hit him or hurt him so much. He learned how to play different, got better in the triangle, let Scottie Pippen control the ball so he could play without the ball so the double team couldn't come as fast. They couldn't key in on him, and that made Scottie Pippen a better player. But the moment he to blame, I need help, or I need different coaches, or the referees cheating, or this, or it's her, or them, he wouldn't have got better. He wouldn't correct it himself. He changed his game, how he played, and that made his players better. He got stronger. He didn't cry. He went to the weight room and became the greatest player we ever seen. But the moment he had to blame anybody else, he wouldn't have corrected that. Kobe Bryant, when he was a rookie for the Los Angeles Lakers, 18 years old, didn't go to college, fresh out of high school. Game was on the line. The man shot air ball after air ball after air ball. Guess what he said? He said he had to get stronger. His legs was gone because he was playing high school ball, 32 games. Now you playing 82 games in the NBA, 48 minutes. Now you playing a whole playoff thing. He didn't say, I'm only 18, or they put me in the game too late, or they wasn't passing me the ball earlier. He said, I had to get my legs stronger. And so he worked on them in the offseason, and he became the Black Mamba, one of the greatest players we ever seen. And that's because he was total self-accountable. But we in a society with all these weak weasels who want to blame everybody. If it ain't the white man, it's my baby mama, it's them, they ain't looking out for me, and they can't get nothing done. And so they sit on their ass and pat themselves and feel good about it because they know they did all they could in their own head. And nobody wouldn't give them a shot. Nobody wouldn't do nothing for them, or everybody held them back, or everybody shitted on them. And so they feel good and could just take themselves off the hook and they mind fuck themselves and make themselves a victim, bro. And so we have to be total self-accountable, especially as a man. If it ain't get done, it's my fault. And when you look at it like that, you have the ability to correct it. And I know I made a short story long, but the statement of the day is total self-accountability, for real. And now I'm about to answer the question from around the world. I answer questions like I give one question. When people ask me about something happening in the industry around the world on the news, and then after that, I do the quick questions, mainly be personal questions, or would I choose this or that, or what I think about this or that. But the first question from around the world is people asking me, a person asked me, what do I think about Gunner telling on his crew, whatever. I don't have a thought about that. But my thoughts about snitching or ratting or telling, when you're a law-abiding citizen, you go to work every day, somebody breaking your house, you have the right to call 911. That don't mean you a rat or you a snitch. Snitching is you did something wrong, you participated in something wrong, you benefit from something wrong, and you got caught, and you didn't want to be self-accountable. There's that word again. You didn't want to reap what you sow. You didn't want to be accountable for what you was a part of, and you take the easy way out and don't be self-accountable. You blame and tell on everybody else to make it easier on yourself. And that's what snitching is to me. It comes in every form. It comes in the workforce. When somebody take a long break and get called out on it, oh, he took a break too. He left early. He clocked out. Somebody get caught not doing that. They want to tell on everybody else. It's the exact same thing, not being self-accountable. And it's a selfish act. It's self-preservation. I'm going to make it easier on myself, not be accountable for what I did. So I'm going to put the blame on everybody else. And that's what snitching is to me. It ain't about you not being tough or nothing like that, because I know people that killed 8 people who done told on everybody. I know people who could whoop the whole neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Really ain't scared of nothing in the streets. Told on everybody just because they didn't want to take accountability for the BS they did, and they told on everybody else to make it easier on themselves. And that's my thoughts on it. Be accountable. If you do this, if you participate in it, if you around it, if you just benefit from it and you get caught, man, don't tell on nobody else to make it easier on yourself. And it's just about being self-accountable. It ain't got nothing to do with being street, gangster, or nothing. It's just being an accountable man, bro. And that's my thoughts on it for real. All right, here go the quick questions. Prophet, who is bigger haters, males or females? And that is so easy to me. Males, easy, males. Whenever you do something great on the internet, who are the hate comments going to be from? It's going to be males. When you see a celebrity or somebody did anything great, or who y'all see on the comments hating the most, it'd be males. It'd be females defending the people. I think females are way more supportive than males. Males are some haters, bro. All males know is hate, for real, and manipulative shit. And damn, that was the next question. Somebody asked me, who do I think more manipulative, males or females? Males. I know a lot of y'all gonna think it's females, but in my opinion, I say males, man, because I think females try to be more manipulative and sneaky, but I think females be so emotional and talk so much they always tell on themselves. And so they expose their hand, you know. And I think males is more calculated and premeditated. They'll come around you with that agenda and play on your temptations and just like, and then males are becoming so feminine and female-like. They got them feminine, slick, sneaky ways, and they covered up with this masculinity, but it's not real, man. It's just macho-ness or walk around, you know what I'm saying, like that. And they weak and manipulative the whole time. And so I say males, man. I say males are more, and from my life experiences, I've been manipulated by males more. And a lot of females who try to be manipulative, I've seen this shit from my way because they talk too much or they get too emotional and stuff like that. But males, you know, males will come. I'm gonna give y'all an example. I had this one week weasel from the city. He came, stayed with me, we're supposed to split everything because I had moved down here. The man ain't paid nothing. And then he got a lump sum from something and the nigga dipped, right? And so I guess he blew all the money. Everybody kicked him out where he was from. So he act like he wanted to be a part of what I was doing. Like, man, I want to get you now. And act like he believed in what I believed. The whole time it was to manipulate me again. But, you know, the weak weasels, if you don't know how to be a forceful man or a go-getter or a lion or a soldier, you have to win some type of way. And if you're not that man, you have to be a conniving, slick. I'm a warrior. And if you're not a warrior and you can't go to war for what you want, or you can't work hard for what you want, you got to be slick and manipulative. You know what I'm saying? And so what he did is, he act like, oh, I want to help out with this, and yeah, we're going to do this like that. And the whole time it was to come in, get what he can get, and you know what I'm saying, do the same shit. And I fell for it. And that's what a lot of men do, weak weaselness, you know. And so I deal with that all the time, just these weak, weasel, manipulative men. And so I believe men are way more manipulative than females. Prophet, what do you prefer in a person, an extrovert or introvert? Now, I know my answer, but I'm trying to think of which one is an extrovert, introvert. An extrovert is a person who more quiet, reserved, and don't talk much and keep stuff in. And That's an introvert to keep stuff in. Introvert, and the extrovert is more boisterous, and I prefer an introvert because I'm an extrovert. You know, I talk too much already. I don't need nobody else talking much as me. Shit. Everybody who like me and be around me the most, majority of my friends or the women I get along with more, they be more reserved, more introverted. And I'm more of a extroverted. And then like an introverted person, from my experience, they don't like being around another introverted person because it get boring. There's no entertainment, there's no nothing. And so all my introverted people love being around me because I'm their entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I'm their inspiration and stuff like that. And so I'm the one who, you know what I'm saying, the life of shit, the light of shit, and they like being around me. And so, and I like being around them because, you know, like it's just, you know, I think introverts work better with extroverts and vice versa. And I'm an extrovert. And so, yeah, I like being around introverts. All right, story to tell. And so this is my first episode, so I'm gonna walk y'all through it. Always get the daily quote or the statement, question from around the world, quick questions, and then every day I'm gonna give y'all a story. And this is a story that happened in Toledo. I was living in Toledo. I was actually staying in a house on the north side. I know that's crazy. I know none of y'all ever think I was on the north side, but I was it was some stuff going on. I had to get low. And so I was on the north side, and didn't nobody know I stayed over there because I stayed in the house all the time. And it was some neighbors who I really tried to stay with because I didn't want them to know who I was. And so it was a young dude. He was always out there loud, shadow boxing like he had hands and shit. Looked like he had little hands. And so anyway, I hear on the phone, pull up. And so a car pull up. Remind you, it's 17 degrees below zero. I think it was only like 1 degree below zero, but with the wind chill factor, it was like 17 below zero. And then we on Lake Erie in Toledo. We off the lake, so it's really cold. You feel me? And so the car pull up. So the people who, you know, was in the house, they like 4 deep in the house. So they come outside, and then the car pull up, they 4 deep. They gonna let them go one-on-one. You could tell they was all kind of friends. Like, so it wasn't like nobody about to jump, nobody wasn't no guns being pulled out or whatever. So when dude come out, he come out in the t-shirt, he come out amped up. You could tell that wind hit him, took all the fight out of him. Woo! And his friends did the same thing. They had coats on like, because the door that flew up, the screen door, man, they all went like, man, we'll watch from the inside. And so I guess they tried to keep the door open. It's so cold, they didn't close the door. Man, they in there looking out the window. He out there by himself with his t-shirt on. Come on. So the dude hop out the car. He took off his coat with a white beater. His people jump back in their car like, we be in the car. They done rolled the windows up and everything. So they out there by themselves. Man, they barely could move. The wind blowing. They stuck like, man. One dude like, they tired. They ain't even did nothing. I guess like they trying to breathe the wind, getting in their lungs. Dude like, hey bro, man, let's hit tomorrow. Dude like, it's gonna be cold tomorrow. Man, let's just wait till it warm up, bro. Man, all the stuff you was talking, look, bro, man. Let's wait to spring, bro. They done put a fight on for like 2 months. What is this, a Mike Tyson delay? Like somebody got cut in training? Man, they delayed the whole fight for 2 months. Dude like, yeah, man, it's January shit. Man, let's hit in about March. I'm thinking about hitting March. Man, you boys ain't gonna be thinking about this bullshit in March. I was like, thank you, God, win. Y'all done probably saved one of these young boys' lives. Somebody probably got beat up. And somebody want to get a gun or something like that. Somebody probably record and seen dude get beat up, dude come back with a gun. And so I said, thank you, God, for the 17 degrees below zero in that Toledo, Ohio, off the Lake Erie wind chill factor. And so, man, I couldn't wait to get away from that cold weather. But, man, that's one of the stories I had to tell y'all, man. The cold weather is good for something. Saved a life that day, for real. Stop the fight. And so, that's my story today, and I'm going to end it. Always give y'all something to go home with. And this is it. And this is, a lot of times we want God to change our problems and God using our problems to change us. Too many times we go through problems, but it's lessons in every problem. Problems humble us. Problems give us wisdom. Problems give us knowledge, experience, and they give us patience and everything. And we try to pray that stuff away, but we have to go through that to make us better. And we have to go through that to promote to the next level of our life, because how we handle problems determines our promotion. And we don't want to go through those problems, but those problems going to take us to the next level of our life and get us where God wants us. And we trying to change the problem and God using that problem to change us. And so many times we want to pray away everything, but we have to go through that to get to where we're trying to get. And so when we get there, going through all the hard times, all the problems, it humble us because it didn't come easy. A lot of times when things come easy, it make us arrogant. We don't have experience and we can't teach nobody nothing. And we look down on people because we got something that we wasn't ready for, or we got something that we didn't work hard for. But when you work hard with problems, trials, and tribulations, man, you get humble for that spot. You don't want to get that spot up, and you thank God for it because you know what you had to go through there to get that. And now you got more patience. Now you got more humbleness. Now you got more experience when you get in that position. But you would never got there if you didn't go through those problems. So a lot of times we want God to take away our problems. We want to pray away our problems, and our problems are there to make us a better person. For real. And that's episode 1 of OneUs Television. Prophet Mocmoud representing all the cast stars worldwide. OneUs. Show.